Guys, happy Tuesday, and today we're going to be talking about the foot card right here behind me, and I have it in my hand here. It is the double O spelling, and today we're going to be learning about the sound, like in foot. So very first thing we're going to do today, I'm going to read you a story, and every single time you hear the sound, I want you to give me a thumbs up, okay? On this next part, I'm going to be reading it aloud, and on the screen you're going to see the words. If the word makes the sound, it is going to be highlighted in red. So use that to check your thumbs up each time. Here we go. Mr. Hood took off his shoes and socks and went out walking in the wood. He kicked a rock and hurt his foot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look, look, said Mr. Hood. There's a babbling, bubbling brook. I'll walk in the brook so I won't hurt my foot. So he stepped in the water, and guess what? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mr. Hood stepped on a hook. Ooh. Mr. Hood stood. He shook his foot. This isn't good, said Mr. Hood. I think I'll go home and read a book. At least that won't hurt my foot. So for this next part, we're going to sort some words. So with the double O spelling, there are two different sounds, even though we're only focusing on the foot sound today, the sound. But remember last week we also talked about the oo sound with the goo card. So today you're going to be separating some words that I'm going to flash up to you into these two columns. So if the double O spelling makes the oo sound, we're going to put it on this column. And if the double O spelling makes the like foot, it's going to go in this column. All right, so let's get started. First word we're going to look at is book. 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 And that goes in the column. Our next word is boo. Boo. Does that go in the goo card or the foot card? It goes in the goo, the oo column. All right, let's look at our next word. That next word is hook. Hook. And that goes in the column. Our next word is wood. Wood. And that goes in the column. Because watch, if we said this O spelling, like ooh. Watch what it does to this word. Wooed. That's not a word. So if you're trying to sound out a word and you sound it out with one of the sound spellings and it doesn't make any sense, use the next one. So if when you see this the first sound that you think about is ooh, and you try it, wooed, and you say, well, that's not a word. Well, then try the next sound that you know that this spelling makes. So you know that it also says the like foot. So wood. And then you see that it goes in the foot column because it says wood. And our next word is pool, like a swimming pool. All right, let's sound this out. Pool. Does that go in the oo column or the column? Pool. It goes in the oo, like goo and boo. And our last word is spoon. Let's sound it out. Ooh. You're right. It goes in the oo column. So here are 4 lists of words that use that double O spelling and in 2 different ways. So in the first 3 lists, it uses the double O spelling as in like foot. And then the 4th line, it uses that double O spelling as in oo, like goo. So first, I'm going to go through, I'm going to read them with you, And then the second time we go through them, we're going to break them into syllables, and we're going to underline and focus in on that double O spelling and which sound it's saying. All right, so here we go. On that first line, number 1, hook, book, brook, shook. So this word brook might be a little weird to some of you guys, and first when I say it, I automatically think of the name Brook, but we see there that it's not capitalized, so we know that it's not a name. And that type of brook, that spelling means like a river or a little body of water, running stream of water. So that's what brook means. All right, let's look at number 2. That line says wood, stood, wooden, wooden. Okay. Line number 3 says looked, hooked, and cooked. Cooked. Okay. Line number 4 says cool, moonlight, and bedroom. And those are some pretty cool words that we're going to talk about in just a second. But first, let's look at that number 1 line, and we're going to go through each one of them, underline that double O spelling, and emphasize that sound when we say it. So the first one we see hook. Let's sound it out together. Hook. Second word is book. Book. Third word is brook. Brook. Oh, you can't really see that one. Brook. Woo! Almost fell on me. All right, and your fourth word is shook. Shh. Shook. Okay, let's move on to that second line. That first word is wood. Wood. Second word is stood. Stood. And your third word is wooden. And if you look right here, you can see that first word that we read, wood, is in this word too. So if you cover up the N, you just say that word, wood, wooden. And there's that sound. All right, third line, we see the word looked. Let's sound that out. Looked. Second word is hooked. You remember that ED says d. Hooked. Third word is cooked. Cooked. Now this fourth line is a little different. Remember, we're focusing in on that sound like in foot, but these words have the other sound for that double O spelling, which is oo. So that first word is cool. Cool. And that second word is something we call a compound word, which means you take two separate words like moon and light and squish them together and make one word that means something. So this is moonlight. Let's sound that out. I. Remember we talked about that IGH sound, making I and then t. So moon, light, moonlight. I wonder how many syllables that has. Let's clap it out. Moonlight. So it's a long word, but it only has 2 syllables. Let me try to move this so you can see that last word. Okay, and this one is very similar to this word. It's 2 words squished together, making it a compound word. You see the word bed, and then the word room, bedroom. So let's sound that out. Bed, room, bedroom. And that also has 2 syllables. If you clap it out, you can hear it. Bedroom. Awesome job. So for the final part of today's lesson, I'm going to introduce our decodable for today. The title is called A Good Ride, and if you'll notice, each word in the title is always capitalized. And the first thing that I see when I look at our title is a word that has that double O spelling. I wonder if you can guess which one it is. Not guess, but see and find. I'm sorry, find which one it is. You're right, it is good. A good ride. Do you see our double O right there? So when you're reading your decodable today after you watch this video, I want you to focus in on that double O spelling and look for it as you read. Okay? Make sure to pay attention to each one of those double O spellings. And if you come to a word that has the double O spelling, and you try to sound it out first with the oo sound, if that's the one that you choose first, and you say ood, good, and you say that's not a word, well then try the second sound that you know that double O makes, which is good, good, and you know that is a word. So that's how you can figure out new words that you may not be familiar with. So a good ride is the title of our decodable today. And the very, very last thing that you're going to do before you read that decodable, or you can do it after you want, is dictation. So I'm going to read aloud 2 sentences to you, and this is going to be what you upload into your Google Classroom. So I'm going to read the 2 sentences out loud, and you're going to write them down on a piece of paper, of which you're going to take a picture of and upload it here to your Google Classroom assignment. This is just an easy way for us teachers to make sure that you have watched the entire video and that you're remembering the spelling that we talked about today. So, get your pencil and paper ready. Here's your first sentence. I hurt my foot in the brook. So one more time, your first sentence is, I hurt my foot in the brook. Remember we talked about the word brook and it meaning a little stream of water. Okay. And your second sentence and your last sentence, what the sentence is, I was on my way to cook. One more time, I was on my way to cook. And that is it from me today. I do hope you enjoy your decodable book called A Good Ride and that you look for that double O spelling. Be sure to upload those 2 sentences that I just read out loud to you. Upload your writing of them on a piece of paper to your teacher's Google Classroom. Have an awesome day.